Hello and welcome to the video. Today we will be talking about fandom. Through the course of the video, we will learn about fandom theory and where it fits within the world of communication. We will describe, analyze, and construct a critique of the theory. Finally, to improve upon the theory, it will be extended to make fandom theory relevant in 2017. The first thing we're going to do is describe the theory. Now, what exactly is fandom? According to English Oxford Dictionary, a fandom is the fans of a particular person, team, fictional series, etc., regarded collectively as a community or subculture. With that said, fandoms are not limited to one thing or another. All types of media, including books, television, film, video games, music, and sports, all have fandoms that people participate in. There are two types of fans, broadly speaking. First, you have your casual fans, and these are individuals who take pleasure as a fan, but they don't actively seek out ways to become more involved with the fandom. Whether they enjoy watching a certain television show, or playing a certain video game, or listening to a certain band, that doesn't matter. What matters is, as long as they're not openly communicating about it with someone else, they will not be part of a fandom. And then you have your hardcore fans, and these are individuals who go out of their way to seek and or create content and share ideas that pertain to their respective fandoms. We see this most famously in the form of fan fiction and other fan-created art. Fans share their art through the use of technology and social media, and they are provided an outlet where they can openly communicate and share with each other. What's important to remember is that fandoms exist because people come together and talk about things they mutually enjoy. As long as there is a shared passion, there will be a fandom. Fandom refers to a subculture grounded on communal identification among individuals who build upon their shared interests in a media object. And contrary to the notion of a passive audience, fans are active in their collection, production, and consumption of media. They are not simply viewers, but rather functional and knowledgeable producers of cultural capital. Fandom has many benefits. Studies of sports and popular media fans alike have shown that there are several benefits that accompany fandom. Psychologically, fandom is associated with self-esteem, empowerment, entertainment, self-fulfillment, and a sense of social integration and community. Fan studies research also indicates that popular media culture fans are stereotyped as placing too much importance on and overindulging in the consumption of information about the object of their fandom. The link between fans and a lack of self-control also bleeds over into the stereotype that fans have problems distinguishing between fantasy and reality, or suggesting that they are mentally unbalanced. Now I'm going to hand the video over to Colin, who will be analyzing and critiquing fandom, as well as showing where fandom fits within contemporary society.
Contemporary fandom. What makes fandom unique is the atmospheres and circumstances that it creates. More than simply enjoying or participating in an event such as a typical fan may, fandom is responsible for the creation and proliferation of extended participation and self-identification that many fans experience. We see this happening in all sorts of ways. Some of these are neutral fandom, such as car culture. We have people that like cars, but then we also have people that identify with certain vehicles. They even have names for themselves, like Subi Nation and Subi Gang for those that like Subarus, and Honda Boys for people that like Honda. Even JDM for people that are particularly strong fans of Japanese cars and Japanese manufacturing over any other country. Another place that we see this very powerfully is cosplay. People identify with characters and with different TV shows and animes so strongly that they want to impersonate those people. They want to be part of that culture. They go to conventions that are designed for people that are at that level of fandom to interact and make new relationships with each other. The understanding being that everyone loves whatever it is that they are participating in as much as the next person. Others can be forces for positivity and negativity, helping or hurting others, and we will look more into that. With positive contemporary fandom, we see that this phenomena is relatively recent. It's evolved especially within the development of Facebook and other social media sites. A great example is the WWE wrestler John Cena. John Cena is a famous WWE wrestler. John Cena has granted over 500 Make-A-Wish Foundation requests, among many other charitable acts. Fandom has created an atmosphere that allows one man's actions to become exceedingly meaningful. Without fandom, this particular type of charity and positivity would not be possible. John Cena alone is just a man. He's a character. But because of people's love for wrestling and love for his character, when he visits them and he grants a Make-A-Wish Foundation request, all of a sudden there's a whole new meaning. There's a whole new importance. Negative contemporary fandom, identifying oneself with something, has also been known to create dangerous scenarios. A great example of this is University of Kentucky students and fans and their extreme celebrations and riots after games. UK fans and students have set cars and couches on fire after UK basketball games, most notably following UK's win of the NCAA championship in 2012. Vehicles were vandalized, couches were set on fire. It was utter chaos. Fandom has created circumstances that allow for individuals to align themselves to a basketball team in such an extreme way. Without fandom, this level of self-identity in entertainment sources would not exist. Analyzing fandom. Where do we start? What makes a theory good? What makes it usable and worthwhile? We have interpretive standards. These are really good for challenging our theories. In short, there's 6 of them. We want theories that give new understanding of people. We want our theory to include a clarification of values. We want our theory to have aesthetic appeal. We want our theory to be agreed upon widely. We want our theory to challenge society. We also want our theory to be backed up by qualitative research. How does our theory stack up? We have some current theory successes. Fandom clarifies values. It defines and describes fans as a whole. When we talk about fandom, there's an understanding that if you're a fan, you're a participant that has a love for whatever it is you're participating in. Qualitative research. Because of our understanding of fandom and its current theory, commercial businesses can analyze fan bases and use that for marketing. Current theory shortcomings. Our theory doesn't give us a new understanding of people, not as detailed as it should. It fails to differentiate between casual and hardcore participants. We have fans that enjoy a TV show or enjoy a sport, and then we have fans that cosplay the TV show, and we have fans that dress up and get all out for sports. Our current theory is not agreed upon widely. There's different definitions and intensities of fandom all over. We see some fans being casual participants and some fans taking a serious self-identification within whatever it is they're participating in. All in all, this means that we need a new definition for fandom. Our current theory and explanation for fandom does not explain all that fandom includes in modern contexts, particularly with the evolution of social media and with electronics within the digital age. We see that fandom is ever expanding, and the current theory for fandom doesn't quite explain everything that it now entails to be a fan.
Finally, we are going to be extending fandom theory and altering its definition so that it fits more appropriately within a modern context. In order to extend the theory, we must alter the definition of fandom in order to make it more relevant in the digital age. Online platforms play a huge role in the creation of community and development of fandoms. With that said, the vast influence of the internet should not be dismissed. Quite the opposite, actually, and this is where we form the basis for a new definition of fandom, and it is as follows. Fandom is the fans of a particular person, team, fictional series, etc., regarded collectively as a group of people who actively seek out information and share ideas with their respective communities, typically through the use of social media and other online platforms. Now, that definition includes modern contexts, but it's a bit lengthy. Following alongside the principles of the law of parsimony, which states that a simpler explanation is often better, I find it appropriate to shorten the definition. There is no reason for the original definition to include specific types of media. Media is an umbrella term that includes all of these things, so it will be substituted in the definition. Also, since the term online platforms includes all types of communication within a digital context, the word social media can also be taken. Ultimately, taking everything into account, we land on this final definition. A fandom is the fans of a particular form of media, regarded collectively as a group of people who actively seek out information and share ideas with their respective communities, typically through the use of online platforms. Through the course of the video, we have described, analyzed, critiqued, and extended fandom theory. Hopefully you now have a better understanding of fandom because of it. This was created as a collaboration between Matthew Krimmer and Colin Kramer, and we would like to say thank you for watching and remind you to have a fantastic day.